Hello everyone. I have received quite a lot of questions coming through via LinkedIn and didn't have the opportunity to answer them to every single one of you. So I just wanted to record this webinar some of the most engaging questions I have received during this week. And I'll try and do this every single week so that we can start a real good conversation about what is changing currently in the world of sales. So this is a question I received this week, which was, what is your vision of the sales role during and after the pandemic? And I guess a lot is changing in sales organizations. The key change that we're seeing, and I think everyone is really aware of that one, is that the teams that used to engage with customers face to face now clearly have to engage virtually. And which means that those people are going from a field sales rep into an inside sales role. And at the same time, a very frequent question I'm getting now is, how do you have an inside sales team and an outside sales team that now is also inside? And how do you now make them work together? And one of the key things most of my clients are looking into is actually working back on their segmentation and really starting to think, where do I want to focus my inside salespeople? And usually this has always been with less large accounts, more transactional sales, and have the field reps then focus on more larger accounts and more complex selling. So a lot of segmentation is being reviewed across those lines. And the other thing that most of my clients are reviewing right now is looking whether they can have a more pertinent approach by segmenting their accounts into vertical segments, if that makes sense to them. The thing is that all organizations today really need to change the skills they had in the past and convert those skills into remote selling skills. To give you an idea, this is going to persist. McKinsey came out with a study, and the outcome of the study showed that 65% of decision makers find buying virtually, meaning instead of having face-to-face meetings with the sales reps, more effective. So that means that they're going to pursue this, and it's never going to go back to same old. So we do need to pick up these skills independently, whether we are now in a first or a second wave, because the buyers, decision makers are changing the way that they are buying. At the same time, the key challenge also is that we're used to having meetings on average of an hour and a half. What we're seeing here is that the average meeting time today is around 17 minutes. So that means that now we need to be as clear, as concise, as relevant as possible. Straight to the point, and yet we need to find a way of building rapport. A lot of salespeople are really struggling with that other question about how do you build rapport, and we definitely are going to address that as a different topic. So we need to change those skills. And I think the other issue companies are facing right now is that they still need to onboard salespeople, and the training to upskill into that remote selling will need to happen virtually. So it's critical that at the same time that we need to upskill people, we still need to also train in a virtual way and find also a way of continuously engaging our salespeople. So these are really the changing dynamics we are seeing today in, I wouldn't say into the new normal because I don't think we're there yet. But if you hear that Google will allow their employees to work from home till July 2021, we just know we're in here for the long run, and we just need to adapt and support our sales forces with those upskillings right now, because if we don't, I mean, it's the sales force that is your line, your oxygen to revenue generation. So we absolutely need to do something about it as sales organizations. Hope this was helpful and you enjoyed this.